A lot of people see fitness and working out as a chore, but I want to share with you how I incorporate fitness as a lifestyle, because I think it's very important to change the mindset. So I'm going to share with you some examples of my own personal life, and hopefully that inspires you, and we'll go from there. To begin, I'll just start off by saying that every morning at 7 a.m. I have to get out and walk my dog so that she can go and pee or poop. And basically, I use that opportunity to expose as much skin as possible to the sun. Because when the sun is still low to the horizon, the UV radiation is not dangerous, but it's perfect for generating vitamin D, which is very important to just keep your health overall, and it just wakes you up. So that is one little thing. And sometimes I might even just take my shirt off and walk around shirtless. I don't care what the neighbors think, that's just what I do. And during the day, I sort of lay low. I'll be on the computer, but as the afternoon comes around, I will get the itch to go out again. And generally, I will run my errands using my bicycle. I try to have some purpose to the bike ride, like I'll try to visit my friends using it. I'll go shopping, and I have a pair of pannier bags that go on my rear rack, which allow me to basically carry anything. So it provides great functionality. Anything I can do sort of locally that doesn't require me to use my car, I will opt for doing it on the bike. Of course, in the winter time or in the peak summer heat, it's not really practical, but most of the time, biking works pretty well. And for me, that's fun. I find that all of a sudden that little errand I had to do is invigorating. Instead of being stuck in a car, trying to find parking, all of a sudden it's much more fun. I also love to train using the gymnastics rings because they are so effective and difficult and humbling, and they keep me strong in a very efficient manner. So I'll set them up either in my front yard, or I have a couple different parks that I alternate between, and I like to change it up because it's just nice being able to work out in nature. I get to be barefoot on the grass. I bring my dog with me and I play fetch with her in between my sets. So I just find that that is one of the nicer, if not the nicest, benefits of using the rings, other than their practical, efficient aspects. When I set up at the park, if I have a lot of time and if I haven't slacklined for a while, I will set up my slackline as well. So I will get some sort of different kind of workout where it's not just brute strength training, but it's more coordination, balance, just skill work in general, where I get to work on more complex things that use my brain. And I get to just, put some headphones on and just kind of do my thing on the slackline and explore and work my body in completely new ways that most other exercises don't. Unfortunately, I live far from the beach nowadays, but I still manage to try to go out there and swim maybe once or twice a month, because I find that it's so therapeutic. There's something magical about just being in the ocean. It's a little cold, it's brisk, it's refreshing, it's invigorating. I feel relaxed afterwards. And sometimes I'll go to the local public pool if it's just not practical for me to go to the beach. And that in itself, just swimming some laps, even if it's for like 15-20 minutes, it feels great, okay? And minus the chlorine aspect, it's still totally worth it. And sometimes when I need a really good reset on my body in a very balanced way, like if I've been sitting too much or bicycling too much, I will opt for a really good yoga class. And nowadays, I found this donation-based yoga class at the local park. It's actually at Runyon Canyon on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I believe at 10:30 a.m. So if you're local to LA or if that's near you, check it out. And that is one of the places I go once in a while because it just feels really good, again, to go outdoors, have a nice yoga session, to just wring out the body and move it and stretch it in ways that I might not be doing with, you know, my rings or my swimming or slacklining. And so that tackles kind of everything else in a balanced manner. And during the lockdown, during quarantine, when all the yoga studios were closed, I was actually following my own yoga videos and making my own videos as well. But I have dozens of yoga videos that you should check out if you are not familiar with it or haven't done it for a long time. Now let's talk a little bit about mindset. The hardest part of all of this, of any of this, is the getting up and starting part. That is the hardest part. You know, there's that saying, half of success is simply showing up. You know, like if you go to the gym, going to the gym is probably the hardest part. Once you're at the gym, you're gonna work out, right? So it's the same thing. Just getting up and doing it is usually what we have the biggest block to. So what I've done over the years, maybe a couple decades now, is that I've associated working out with feeling good afterwards. And it's a form of operant conditioning where if you do it enough times, when you're doing an activity you enjoy, you will associate it with feeling good and you will want to do it. It's not going to feel like a chore. So the trick to doing that, though, is finding what is fun for you. Working out should not feel like work. I know that after a long day of work, the last thing you want to do is work more, right? But you have to find an activity that you enjoy. You have to find the goal that inspires you, that you want to actually achieve, so that you work toward it and you feel motivated. And sometimes those goals change. Actually, they change oftentimes. So you have to be very flexible in your way of thinking and mindset and not feel like beating yourself down just because you're not able to stick to that goal that you set 5 months ago and now you feel like doing something else. You need to be a little flexible and malleable in your way of thinking and constantly exploring what activities you enjoy. Because there might be activities, I'm sure there are activities that you haven't tried that are actually really good, that you just don't know yet, that you will just get enthralled with and just find it to be absolutely an obsession, hopefully. You know, there's nothing better than an obsession sometimes, if it's good for you. So all this physical fitness here and there scattered throughout the week keeps me mentally in a good place. And it's just great to have something that I can step away from all the electronics and just do something physical with my body. Like when I'm riding my bike, it clears my mind. I get inspired with new ideas that would never have happened if I was just laying on the couch. Don't think of fitness as something you have to do. We don't like to do anything we have to do. Think of it as something you get to do. And the only way it's going to feel that way is if you pick an activity that you find enjoyable and fun. And if you're not sure what activity you enjoy, I created a blog post recently, which I will link to in the description below, which basically lists all the physical activities that are possible that you might find really fun, and you should try them. Look for the studios, look for the gyms that cater to this. It could be pole dancing, it could be regular dancing, it could be something else entirely, it could be tennis, it could be something you don't even know existed right now, but you're gonna check it out and maybe find what you want to get a little obsessed with. So I hope you found this video inspirational, and understand that you get to have fun. It's not just kids that get to have fun, but adults do too, and you have all the power to do that. And I want to hear from you now, because I have a very health-oriented community and audience, and you guys are awesome. I want to hear how you incorporate fitness as a lifestyle. Please share with us in the comments so that we can all benefit from it all together. Thank you for watching, and if you're not familiar with my recent launch of Antranik's Inner Circle, please check that out. It's my support group where there's a constant Q&A going on, where I am helping to lead people on the right path, and the link to that is in the description below as well. Hope to read your comments soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.